Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 251 of Nintendo Pow Block. I am your substitute host this week, Corey Dirrig, filling in for that retro code Eddie V. He's working. He told me to make up a story about what he's doing, but I'm afraid that if I make it up, that's really what he's going to be doing. So I'm just going to say he's working.
I mean, the story he wanted you to make up involved pepperoni and pineapple pizza. So.
Yeah, is that his appetizer for his Panda Express? Also, joining me is the indie insider himself, Dan Murphy.
Hello, everybody.
And what does he call you? The devastating Dungeoneer, David Lasby.
Hey, everybody.
Why does he call you that? I don't... Because Zelda has dungeons?
You know, Ed does his own thing. Yeah, I think so.
Except for Breath of the Wild.
It's gotta be. Yeah,
except for Breath of the Wild.
Oh, man. Hi, guys. It's a three-person show tonight. Light news, light week after the very busy week we all had last week. That was something. We pulled it off, I think. Very little glitches. But David, Dan, good job on keeping up on the written stuff. Very proud of you guys. Over 120 articles. It's a big deal. It's a lot.
It was a lot. It was a rush, but you know what? It was a lot of fun, and I feel like I got to know some of the other console content that I don't normally pay as close attention to. So it was a good weekend.
It was really fun just watching the presentations with everybody as well.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was just fun seeing everybody's excitement throughout these presentations, especially the Nintendo one. Everybody was losing it on that one.
Yeah. Dude, that Nintendo one, I was planning on watching it during lunch, right? I even planned my lunch around it, and then I ended up not getting lunch because we were really busy at work. And so I texted I was like, don't you dare spoil a thing for me. Don't you dare. Because he usually texts me the announcements because I'm always like 10 minutes behind when we watch it. And he usually messages me the announcements like, don't you dare, Ed. Don't you dare. And he didn't. And I was very proud. So I watched it at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, I hadn't opened social media at all. And I like when I get in my car to go home, I kind of sit there for like 3 minutes, kind of like, you know, just got to relax. I went to open Twitter. And I had like 13 DMs from people, and I'm like, no. I closed it. It's like, I want to watch it. I don't want to be spoiled. So, but
Corey, were you? Because you're a Metroid fan, right? So were you?
I'm
over the moon.
I'm excited for Metroid. I'm not like a huge Metroid fan, right? I like the Prime games a lot.
Okay.
But Metroid Dread looks good. I like the monochromatic color scheme that they have going on with just bits of color, right? Like, okay, the environment's black and white, some grays in there to show the lighting. Samus's suit is white with, you know, the red, like a little bit of red, a little bit of blue. The doors have a little bit of lighting on them. The robots have a little bit of lighting on them, and that's it. Like, I'm really digging this art style. I think it looks good, to the fact that I actually charged my 3DS so I could go back and play the remake of 2 because I want to play
Samus Returns.
Yeah. And I'm going to try to play, because this is Metroid 5 technically. I'm like, well, I've only beaten the first game, so guess I'll play the other ones. So I'm
awesome.
Pretty excited though. I'll give it a whirl. I'll give that Samus a whirl, you know?
I really want that limited edition.
You did? You got it?
No, I really want it.
Oh, I thought you got it. I'm like, man.
No, every time I see it pop up, it flies off like it's impossible.
That's how I am with the Skyward Sword Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Too.
I'm so upset. I want those Joy-Con, and I want the Amiibo. I want the Amiibo more than the Joy-Con, to be 100% honest with you. Especially because, like, you know that they showed those Sky Islands, and you know that you use the Amiibo, you're gonna get a Loft Wing.
Loft Wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it. You just know it. So, Breath of the Wild 2, guys, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I can't wait.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh, I have new theories, though. Tons of theories. I'm sure. So, I'm pretty sure, like Doc Mode, we're just going to 90% of it's going to be Breath of the Wild theories. I'm sure. So I'm gonna get into the housekeeping so we can get into Snack Tendo and everything else, because I desperately want to talk about E3 so bad. Still, this is episode 251 of Nintendo Pow Block podcast. Each and every week we come together to talk about games and everything we love about them with our friends from around the internet. You can join us live on Monday nights at 8:30 Eastern, you can join us live on Monday nights at 8:30 Eastern on twitch.tv/BossRushGames Live and be part of the conversation. But if you can't join us live, no big deal. You can head on over to youtube.com/BossRushGames and BossRushGames.com to watch the show or listen on your podcast service of choice. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. Give us a 5-star rating. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a thumbs up. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe, share, follow, all that stuff. Join our communities on Discord and Facebook, and enjoy all of our content on BossRushGames.com. I lost where I was on the reading thing, so I just kind of went with it.
You covered it all.
I did.
Yeah,
Good.
I think you got it.
I just want to, one more shout out to you guys on the writing team. Everybody on the writing team did just a phenomenal job of getting the news up swiftly. Like, before I even knew about some of the stuff, it was up, and it was just like, man, it was quick, it was fast, it was good stuff. So I'm very proud of you guys for that.
That writing team, they were awesome. I mean, everybody was motivated. Everybody was just pumping out articles. It was so cool to see it work just so fluidly, and how well our website did through E3. Like, shout out to all the writers. Every single person contributed, and everybody got better as they went on.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it really hit home when kind of there was downtime between days on E3, and I was enjoying going and reading people's articles about some of the games that I hadn't had a chance to look too closely at because I was scrambling trying to cover it throughout the day. And that was it was just a cool moment to be like, okay, I can go just enjoy these as like a fan of games. And, that was when I knew the writing team was just doing great. So yeah, shout out to all those people.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to kick off the show with a little Snack Tendo. If you're unfamiliar, this is where we talk about our delicious snacks that we've eaten throughout the week. Usually Ed has some weird snack review. Sorry, guys. I did not eat any weird snacks.
I think I got that covered today.
Oh, gosh. David, you want to go first then? If you got this weird snack, I got to know. I gotta know.
Yeah, I'm on it. And this is for you, Ed. I even brought my prop this time. So this is the Kettle brand Crinkle Cut Dill Pickle Chips, which were fantastic, and I paired them with some gherkin pickles. So first I had to get a little gherkin pickle taste going to mix with the dill pickle chips. Dipped in a chickpea tuno called Tuno because there's no tuna in it, so it's Tuno. And it was fantastic.
Oh, vegan jokes. I love vegan jokes.
Wow.
How's that for a weird snack review? I tried my best.
That's a weird snack. Dill pickle chips, like potato, are they good? Like, are they?
Oh, so good. It's amazing.
Pickles are one of those foods that I just like. Every time I eat a pickle, I still don't know if I like pickles. I've had hundreds of pickles in my life, and I eat one. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, pickles, they're amazing. And then other times I'm like, gross. Pickles. I don't know if I like pickles. This is a big conundrum, and it's bothered me for at least 20 years that I don't know if I like pickles or not.
Well, you gotta go to the store and get some like good all natural pickles. Try Grillo's or something. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Bubbies are good too.
Maybe.
I don't know if we have those on the East Coast.
Yeah, I don't know. Vlasic.
I like to think of myself as a pickle connoisseur at this point.
Ooh. Maybe we should call him the Pickle Dungeoneer the next time. You can have that one for free, Ed.
There you go. I have a friend who started this like pickle kit company. It's like it's a bag with all the spices, and all you do is just put in like apple cider vinegar and water into the bag with the cucumbers, and it like pickles it for you, and they're really, really good. I've been sticking with those lately, and they're awesome.
Nice.
Yes, please.
Nice. Dan, what's your fun snack this week?
Well, first of all, shout out to Logan, who's in our chat right now, who made a glazed donut bacon burger over the weekend. And he says, on cheat days, we go big. I don't know how long you need to work that off, but for me, it'd probably be 2 months.
His next cheat day is going to be 3 weeks from now. So
that's crazy. But so there's this ice cream place in my town that does like weird and unique ice creams, and one of them was this. They called it Penguin Tracks, and they put it on a chocolate glazed, like one of the. It's like a chocolate donut with chocolate glaze on it. They put that on the bottom, and then put like a caramel vanilla chocolate swirl ice cream on top of it, and it was awesome. It was really, really good.
Nice. I enjoy. We had some ice cream last night, and I had some chocolate. What was it? Chocolate chip cookie fudge brownie ice cream. It was very delicious. Very terrible for you, but yeah.
Okay, that reminds me. Then I got to jump in on this too. It was Father's Day on Sunday. Happy Father's Day. And I've been begging Carmen to make me my favorite cake for a year now, and so I got some carrot cake yesterday too. Do you guys like carrot cake, or is this like put me firmly in the weird corner?
No. Carrot cake offends me.
So good.
The icing is good, but carrot cake, oof.
So, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I got this Irish whiskey called Writer's Tears, and paired it with the carrot cake, and I was just pretty much in heaven. So it was great.
Like
nice.
like Writer's Tears, like WRITER.
Yes,
tears?
like the tears of writers are delicious, like the whiskey was.
Is it? What's the whiskey comparable to? Like,
well, I mean, it's a lot lighter bodied, and it has a little bit of a cleaner finish than some of like the heavier other whiskeys that I've tried. So
cool. I gotta find that one.
Yeah, it's good.
Other than that, I haven't really had any fun snacks, to be honest with you. Had some enchiladas tonight, though.
You love those, right? That's usually your you talk about that.
I love Mexican food. I don't care what it is. It's just put it in front of me. It's gone. It's just.
I think we have that in common, Corey. Like, if I had to pick one cultural food to live off for the rest of my life, it would 100% be Mexican food.
Yeah. There's so much you can do with it. You can grill up some peppers and onions. You get some of that rice in there, some refried beans.
Some fajitas.
Too much.
I
think my pick would be Mediterranean food.
Is that because of the hummus? Or I guess that's not really Mediterranean, huh? That's more.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay. Hummus is. But I like kibbe. I like tabbouleh. I like labneh. I like all that stuff. I could live off of that.
There's a really good place by us called Shawarma Brothers, and two brothers own it, and it's just like the best shawarma I've ever had.
That's in Akron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've been there. Is it near the college?
It's maybe like 10 minutes from there. It's like I don't. It's in the falls, so it's like 10 minutes away from Akron U. So
gotcha.
It's really good though. We get it. We probably get it like once a month. We haven't gotten it recently just because of the pandemic and stuff, and we just don't leave. We haven't left the house in like, I don't know. We went to the zoo like 2 weeks ago, and it was like, I don't know. It was weird being in public.
It's relatable, especially with kids. It's hard during the pandemic. I feel like they're just little germ factories anyway, so you kind of have to just trap them.
Yeah, and it's like it was weird too because like the the COVID restrictions hadn't lifted yet. So it was like everybody's still going one way, and there's people directing traffic with like shields up. It was like, man, it was, gosh, I'm so glad we're on the other side of this crap for real.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do real things this summer. So
Ed, how did we do? We tried to hold down Snacktendo.
We did.
We missed you.
We did. Tell us how many fast food places you ate at today. Sorry, Ed. You know we got to poke fun at you. Your iron stomach. I just don't understand. I don't get it. It is beyond the laws of science, the way this guy's body functions. Oh. Anyways, so we're gonna kind of go into this Game Fact Advance. I have a good one, guys. It's a short one. But it's a good one. It's about one of my favorite games, Pikmin, the original for GameCube. So everybody loves Super Mario 64, right? And when the GameCube was announced, everybody wanted the next 3D Mario game. Of course, we got Super Mario Sunshine, but at Space World 2000, they showed off a demo called 128 Marios. And it was just this sphere that was kind of rotating, and there was 128 Marios running around this sphere. Now, the sphere and the gravity stuff was a prototype for Mario Galaxy. But what most people don't know is that demo of 128 Marios ended up becoming the technology behind Pikmin. Now, Pikmin, you can control up to 100 Pikmin at a time, kind of form them into teams to go complete different tasks and stuff. But it's just weird because they were developing the next 3D Mario game, and this was the technology they were developing. And it's just weird how Nintendo always shows off really great technology, and they always put it into a game, right?
Hasn't that happened a couple times, Corey? Because that's really, I didn't know that about Pikmin, but I feel like there's been a couple other times where they rolled the technology into a different game.
Yeah, there was a couple Wii games that were shown off. Actually, I think they were Wii U tech demos called Project Guard and Project Robot. And Project Guard ended up being the spin-off Star Fox Zero pack-in.
Ah, yeah.
Where you're watching the monitors to try to take out the enemies and stuff. And then Project Robot ended up actually being one of the main Labo kits.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Now, that Space World demo year, that year at Space World, is that the same year that they showed that really intense trailer with a fight between Ganondorf and Link in the graphic? And we never got that game, obviously. But
yeah. Speaking of that demo, I watched. Remember the Wii U tech demo of Zelda HD, where they were playing with the lighting on the Wii U gamepad, and it was
Twilight Princess.
Link fighting the giant Goma, the armor Goma, and I was like, we never got that game either. Where's that game?
Yeah. Which to be honest, I'm really glad that we got Breath of the Wild instead. But yeah, I mean that because they were really, you could like adjust the lighting and make it light or dark, right? And
like depending if you turn the lights on or off, like the candles would light up, and there'd be dynamic lighting coming from the candles and stuff too. It was really a cool demo.
So do you guys, this is interesting because we, of course we just had E3. Do you think we've gotten to the place where companies can't do those kinds of tech demos anymore because of Twitter and places like that, where people, rage and lose their minds if they don't get, like I saw some companies having to literally put on the screen during E3, this is still a work in progress and subject to change, just because of the anticipated reaction if they don't give people something that they put a trailer.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that during Metroid Dread, where like that opening cutscene was like, this is not gameplay footage, and then they took it off when they were playing the game, but then there was another cutscene towards the end that said this is not gameplay footage, and it's like, well, yeah, I get that. I think it's because there's certain games like Killzone 2 was a big for PlayStation 3 was a big proponent to this, right, where they showed this huge cinematic and said this is next gen, and they showed this this video from first person of like a first person shooter level, and it looked amazing. It was the best looking game. It's still better than anything we see today, and it said running on PlayStation 3, and then it never looked like that when it came out, and everybody was mad about it. And Watch Dogs did the same thing too. And I think companies are starting to learn that, okay, and even in magazines, in EGM and like PlayStation Magazine and Game Informer and stuff, they would show these screenshots that looked amazing, and then the game didn't look anything like that. And I forget who coined this term, but people started using the term bullshots.
Interesting.
Yeah, because like the screenshots represented nothing of the game. And I think companies are learning that people are okay if your game doesn't look like a Pixar movie or like a, Transformers or whatever. You think of the best CG you see on screen these days, and it's like, it's okay if your game doesn't look like that. We get it. It's a game. So, but
I feel like, and Dan, I'm curious what you think too, because like that. Okay, the Space World was a while ago, but like the Zelda Wii U tech demo wasn't that long ago. But I feel like you couldn't do that now. Like, could you imagine if they released like this Breath of the Wild 2 footage, which I know we're going to get into later? Like, if this turned out to be nothing related to the game at all, like, could you imagine the meltdown that people would have?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, Twitter is such a vocal minority, right? Like, people were losing their goddamn minds about when Pokemon came out and not having national decks. And that game ended up still selling like 7 million, 8 million copies. Like, I really don't think these companies care that much. Like, they care enough to at least announce, before Skyward Sword was announced in that direct earlier this year, they said, we know you're looking forward to Breath of the Wild. We'll have information. And same thing with the Metroid one where, we're looking forward towards Metroid 4 or Prime 4. But at the same time, I don't think that they're playing into reactions, because then you let that vocal minority win.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness we got Pikmin.
Yeah. Pikmin 1 is still one of the greatest games of all time. I need a port. They did it. They ported it to Wii. It's already in widescreen. Just give me an HD version. That's all I want. I like Pikmin 3, but Pikmin 1 is the best. So, all right, guys, it's time to move into, how does that do it? Family news. Did I do it?
Take it away, Dan. Yeah.
Take it away, Dan.
Oh, thank you, Ed, Corey. Like E3 just happened, so the news is super light. So we're going to kick it off with the first review is in for Mario Golf. The overall score is 33 out of 40, and it is coming out on Friday. Aside from just the totals, they didn't really talk much about the game. They said that the Speed Golf seems to have received good feedback, and that was about it. So just what do you guys think? Are you going to be picking up Mario Golf this weekend? Because I certainly am.
Yes. The answer is yes. I am. So short story here. I had my first encounter at a GameStop in almost 2 years this past week. I sold my Xbox One X because I got a Series X. So I was like, well, probably don't need this machine anymore. And I went in and I pre-ordered Skyward Sword. I pre-ordered Mario Golf, and I pre-ordered Metroid Dread and Monster Hunter Stories 2. And he was like, "Oh, you're getting Mario Golf, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, who's not getting Mario Golf?" And he seemed like really surprised that I was getting Mario Golf. I'm like, "It's Mario Golf, dude. What's wrong with you?" Like, Mario Golf is one of my favorite. If you were to put all the Mario sports games out in a line, Mario Golf is my favorite. I'll play it every single time you put it out. It's just amazing. And the speed golf stuff looks cool. The career mode kind of looks neat this time around. They're bringing back the Game Boy Advance RPG elements that people love. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the career mode just because I have a me that's Lonk. Lonk from Pennsylvania. I've actually been getting back into Smash a little bit and using him as a sword fighter, and it's been really funny.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, that speed golf looks awesome. So I'm super excited to play it with friends. I think online is just going to give it a whole new dynamic, and it'll be tough for this game to get stale. And it seems like there's going to be like more unlockable courses and characters and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm so curious about it, and I feel like if it's a game that if I give it a chance, I'm gonna just become like buried in it. And my backlog is so big right now that I think I will buy it, but it's not going to be a day one purchase for me. I think I need to get through a few games first before I buy that.
He says he needs to get through a few games, but he's just playing the Age of Calamity DLC.
That's true.
That's all he's doing.
I mean, I did buy that too. So now if it was Mario Sluggers, it would be day one. But I mean. Like I was watching the demo that they did the other day for it. The idea that there can be like bosses or like, environmental bosses on the golf course is such a cool mixture of Mario and golf. Like it seems like even if you're not a huge golf fan, it seems like a game that you can just pick up and enjoy and love.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to be a golf fan to enjoy Mario Golf. Like it's just a fun game, and they do such a good job with all their sports games,
Yeah.
Now I'm remembering Wii Golf and how much fun I had. I'm probably going to end up buying it.
Wii Sports in general, just... Where's my HD port of that? I know we got one on Wii U, but like...
That would sell too. Like, even though there's better versions of all that, people would totally buy that.
Yeah, because the Wii is old enough to be nostalgic for. Like, the kids that got it when they were 8 and 10 are now adults. They can play, and they just want to play Wii Sports. Like, kids going to college and stuff. Like, they could just call it Switch Sports or Wii Sports HD or something.
I bought tabletop games to try and recreate the Wii bowling experience, and it's good. It's definitely, tabletop games is a great game, but I think it's probably nostalgia, but nothing will match bowling on Wii Sports for me. I just love that so much.
The bowling in Clubhouse games is really, really good. Like it's probably been the best one I've played since Wii Bowling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, now you're gonna get me to buy Clubhouse games.
Oh, you don't have Clubhouse games?
I don't.
Oh, it's good. It's totally worth it. The thing that the thing that bugged me though, the release point for the bowling ball is different than, it's like the opposite of how you do it on the Wii. So it took me forever to adjust to tabletop games way of bowling.
Are you calling Clubhouse games tabletop games?
Yep, I totally am.
Okay.
Those are different.
know if
They're
it was a
different,
different
right?
game.
There was a tabletop game as well, right?
I've never heard of tabletop games.
Oh, now I'm gonna have to look this up. Okay.
Oh no. Man. Mario Golf.
So,
What do we got next, Dan?
all right, next up. It's actually no news. Nintendo is releasing the Game & Watch system for the Zelda anniversary. In the E3 presentation, they stated that there's no new games in the works for Zelda. Do we believe them that there's actually going to be no new games? And do you think the Game & Watch is going to be enough to celebrate the franchise?
Look, here's my theory, okay? Here's my theory. 2023 is the 20th anniversary of Wind Waker. And that's when we will get Wind Waker HD on Switch. It's my theory.
So you think that they'll acknowledge the 20th anniversary of Wind Waker and not the 35th anniversary of the entire franchise with the game?
They did acknowledge it. They said they're putting out a Game & Watch for the 35th anniversary. Just like Mario.
Oh God.
Don't worry, this October when Metroid Dread comes out, they'll announce a Metroid one.
I gotta say that I don't get me wrong, I already pre-ordered my Game & Watch, but it felt like a slap in the face. Like it's your second biggest franchise and arguably your most important franchise, or maybe most impactful is a better word. And you're coming out with a Game & Watch is like the only way to mark the anniversary. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you can't even port some of the old games over with like put the zero effort that you put into Mario 64 on Mario All-Stars for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Like it literally costs you nothing. Like I just it felt like a slap in the face. About the only thing that makes me excited for that Game & Watch is getting to play Link's Awakening in black and white. Yep, that's it.
I remember. So you said they put no effort into the Mario 3D collection. First of all, they forgot a game in that collection. First of all, arguably the best 3D Mario game in that collection.
Because they want to sell it separately.
Second of all, did anybody play the Mario 25th anniversary collection on Wii? That was literally just the Super Nintendo Mario All-Stars cartridge on the disc. They didn't even change the buttons or the menu or anything. When you pop the disc in, it literally said Super Nintendo.
Oh my gosh,
man, that's awesome.
That's bad.
I was like, what is this? Like they literally just had a Super Nintendo controller lay out everything, just everything. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, come on. I get it.
Yeah,
you don't have to put effort into things to sell them, but if you put a little bit of effort,
right,
just
a little bit. How much did they really do for the Mario anniversary though? Like getting Mario 3D World is the same as getting Skyward Sword. We're gonna get a Game & Watch for both fronts, and like, yeah, we got the 3D All Stars, but it didn't really seem to go over that well with people, and
it wasn't good. Mario 64 was,
and Mario 35. We got Mario 35 as well. We got 2 additional things for Mario.
Where's my Zelda 35? Can we get 35 Zeldas running through Hyrule?
Oh man, I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have expected to see a lot of merchandise too, because they did that for the Mario anniversary as well. Like, there was no merchandise whatsoever for Zelda. Like, they just didn't acknowledge any of it. And one of my theories on like basically having no Zelda anniversary news at E3 was just that Skyward Sword seems like a big risk for them, because it's overall like known as one of the worst games in the franchise. Now, whether you agree with it or don't. So it seems like they were taking a risk with this game, and they probably don't want to poach their own sales if they're going to release some other things towards the end of the year. So maybe after Skyward Sword releases and gets about a month of playtime, maybe we'll see a little bit more, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, I'm getting really disappointed with some of this stuff, because like I just want to play all of the Zelda games on a modern console. That's all I want. I don't want to have to charge my 3DS. I don't want to have to hook up my Wii U, even though it's hooked up right next to me. I don't,
completely.
I just don't understand. That is literally printing them free money.
Seriously, like if they just made digital only ports.
So
it cost them nothing.
If they did a Wind Waker Twilight Princess bundle for $100, I would still pay. Even if there was like no update to it.
Here's the thing. You could sell 2 different for the 3D games, you could sell 2 different bundles, right? You could sell Majora's Mask Ocarina as one bundle for $60, and you could sell Wind Waker Twilight Princess for $60, and then you could sell a 2D Zelda collection for $60.
Oh yeah. Like Link Between Worlds not being on the Switch is a travesty.
Yeah. Like I said, I plugged in my 3DS because I want to play Samus Returns. You know how ugly a 3DS looks compared to Switch? Like, I just don't want to play it. I just don't. I loved my 3DS, right? When it was the system of choice. I loved it. I can't stand it now. I played so much Fire Emblem on that thing, though. God.
As bad as I felt about the Zelda anniversary, there was definitely this moment in the Direct where we got Nintendo acknowledging Super Monkey Ball's anniversary, and we hadn't yet, like Metroid. And I was thinking, if I was a Metroid fan, I probably just would have quit at that moment.
I mean, I think a lot of Metroid fans quit about 10 years ago when Other M came out, and then nobody acknowledged Metroid since then. Although I am a staunch defender of Federation Force. I liked that game. Of course, I was the only person out of my friend group who played it, and when you get to like the third or fourth world, it's just like impossible to play by yourself because it's made to play with friends. But I still think Metroid Prime 4 is going to have a mode like that in the game. But
see.
All right, Dan, what's next?
Last one. This is an actual news article too. So Doug Bowser was actually interviewed by the Washington Post after the E3 presentation, and they had asked him about Bloomberg and other outlets' reports about Switch hardware upgrade, confirming long-standing rumors as well as some eager Nintendo fans waiting for the company to complete technology again. Bloomberg reported that Nintendo plans for this upgraded Switch as soon as September, but the same report said that they'd be announcing it at E3, which did not happen. Bowser responded with, "We are always looking at technology and how technology can enhance gameplay experiences. It's not technology for technology's sake," Bowser tells the Washington Post. "It's how specifically can technology enhance a gameplay experience, and then where do you apply that technology? Do you want to apply it on a current existing hardware or platforms, or do you want to wait for the next platform? And then what's the right gameplay experience with that? There's a host of factors that goes into it, and it's something we're always looking at." So that sounded like a whole lot of nothing to me. Mm-hmm. With the Switch Pro rumors, I mean, they were going around saying it was supposed to be announced 2 weeks before the show. All these credible leakers and quotations, they were saying that it was going to happen. Nothing happened. And Nintendo specifically put out a tweet that said, "We are focusing only on software during our E3 presentation." So, did you guys read Bowser's interview, and did anything stand out? Do you still think the Switch Pro is coming this year or at all? Kick it off, David.
You know, that exact answer that he gave about Nintendo's always looking at hardware, I think is like literally carbon copied from about 6 previous interviews. Like, seriously, if you go back and look, like that is Nintendo's standard answer. But what I will say, and I got to give credit to Andy Spiteri at the Champions Cast for saying this, because I'm convinced of this. I think all these Bloomberg rumors we're hearing and things like that, I think it's whatever Nintendo's next console is. I do think that they've been working on something, but I think we were, collectively wrong in assuming it's a Switch Pro and not just the next console Nintendo's working on. Because at this point, If there was going to be a Switch Pro, I really think this was the moment, and I've started to turn a little bit on my feelings of if this is going to happen or not for this generation of Nintendo.
Man, I read the article too, right? I think it's always hard because like we're going to sit here and say that the Switch Pro is not happening, and then somewhere in the middle of July they're just going to drop a trailer for the next Switch, right? Like that
comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's how it always happens. I still think the Switch Pro is real. I think it's coming. The fact that they didn't announce it before E3 kind of makes me think that the Switch is selling better than they thought it was going to, and they're going to keep going with this current model until they start seeing a dip in numbers, and then they'll do a hardware refresh maybe sometime next year. That's my thought. I know a lot of people have been pointing at the Zelda trailer and the Metroid trailer. They're running at 1080p, 60 frames a second. When I edit our videos automatically go up at 1080p, 60 frames a second, and there's no way our cameras are recording us at 60 frames a second. So I don't know how. I didn't watch the Digital Foundry video on these trailers because they've done analysis on these trailers. I just haven't watched them yet. Breath of the Wild really is running at 60 frames a second in that trailer, though. I find that hard to believe that it's running on regular Switch hardware because Breath of the Wild chugs at 30 frames, it runs sub 30 a lot of the time. And it's just like, especially when you're setting the grass on fire, throwing some bombs, and you get some guardians in there chasing you. It's just, it's got to be running. And I know it's probably like some sort of weird PC build that they're going to end up moving to Switch when they're done with the game, right? Like, not a game developer. I don't know if that's how it really works, but you know what I mean? Like, they want to show the best versions of their games, but at the same time, I don't know, man. The Switch Pro stuff is really driving me nuts because I really need a new Switch, and I'm holding out for this Switch Pro.
Same.
I have a launch day.
My Switch is like the Kill Me Frog on The Simpsons. Every time I turn it on, it's like, why?
Yeah, I end up leaving it docked because that's the only way the fan doesn't sound like it's gonna like cut my fingers off because it's spinning so fast.
Okay, but Corey, you think that it may come out like next year as a hardware reset, but my question is like, okay, at that point we'd be 6 years into the life of the console. If you're putting a Switch Pro out at that point, you're expecting at least 2 to 3 more years. Are we really having 9 years on a single console? To me, as much as because I'm like you, I have a launch day Switch. I want a new Switch so bad, but at this point, like, the time just doesn't make sense. It makes sense more as a next gen console. So how do you remedy that?
It very well could be. It could be a DS to 3DS situation, right? Where like, okay, here's the new console. It's backwards compatible with Switch. This is the Switch 2 or whatever. It plays all of your Switch games. Maybe it runs them a little better. Maybe it runs them a little cleaner. But here's our cutoff, and now we're making... Or maybe it's like a Game Boy Color situation where, like, certain cartridges can run in color, but you can play it on your original Game Boy or Game Boy Pocket if you don't have a color. That type of thing could also be. I think Nintendo... Just reading rumors and judging by the way they've done things with their handhelds and the way they're kind of looking at the mobile space a little bit is like, I feel like they're going to look at iPads, like the way iPad refreshes, and say, here's the next Switch. We're still going to support, maybe this is like 15 years from now. We're still going to support 2 models behind. But here's our cutoff. Once this new model comes out, here's the cutoff. Or maybe it's just the way that like what Xbox is doing, right? With backwards compatibility. Here's our new console. It plays all your old games from this point forward, and this is just the way it's going to be now. Certain games don't run backwards, but all games will run forwards. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I can't see them going back to a normal console ever again. Like, I just can't.
How do you explain these Bloomberg articles, right? We're talking like these OLED screens, and it basically is a Switch model, right? Mm-hmm. So like that doesn't seem like it's going to be some sort of new console that you're thinking of, David. And I think I'm on the same lines as Corey, where I think the Switch is just going to be like upgrading your iPhone from now on, going from the X to the 12 or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, we'll see improved graphics, we'll see improved things, and maybe down the road we'll get like a new console. Mm-hmm. But I think what they're doing with the Switch, making it a hybrid, like playing on the TV, playing handheld mode, they can't ditch that, right? Like, that's why they're selling them just like crazy, because we all grew up with games, and now gamers are in their 30s, and we're all, have busy lives, travel for work, have kids, have things to do, and playing in handheld mode is kind of our release. It's not like sitting down in front of the TV and turning on your Xbox or PlayStation and committing, right? Like, you could go do a couple things in Link's Awakening. So to me, they're not competing with PlayStation and Xbox right now. They're just their own entity. They're selling their own systems, and
they're happy to be your second console, which automatically makes them, in first place.
Second console.
Yeah, because you either own a lot of people. I mean, some people own all 3, which, those people are lucky, right? But I own an Xbox and a Switch, so that's, you're either going to own a PlayStation and a Switch or an Xbox and a Switch, and if they can keep that train rolling, right? Like the Switch Lite is going to be for the kids, and the Switch right now is for, I guess, for everyone, right? Like if you want to play on the TV, whatever. I can't see them going back to the old model. I can't see them do that. Like if they're going to do that, they would really have to commit on an Xbox style level of like, this is a super powerful box. You're going to get 4K ray tracing, 60 frames a second in your Zelda, right? And Nintendo's never going to do that, right? Because it's Nintendo. Yep. As much as we love Nintendo, they're not going to do that.
Nope.
So why not stick with what works and keep it going? And that's, I mean, another example before we move on. Sorry, I know this topic's going kind of long. You look at the way the 3DS kind of upgraded from the 3DS to the new 3DS, right? You see games like Smash Brothers running infinitely better on the new 3DS. You see Hyrule Warriors running infinitely better on the new 3DS. The Switch could potentially do that.
Right. I think that's a great comparison, Corey. I actually, like, you totally sold me on this idea of Nintendo approaching console upgrades differently based on their history with the 3DS. I think that's spot on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I still think we're going to get it this year for the holidays. I really think we're going to get a presentation within a month or so. I think we're going to get a third. It's coming fast.
I think we're going to get a third-party partners direct, and that's where you're going to see Bayonetta 3 running.
Wow. Like, that's a hot take.
Yeah,
that would be
because okay. So I think side tangent. I think the reason why we haven't seen Bayonetta 3 is because Platinum's working really hard to get out of this Nintendo deal and put Bayonetta on everything. It's going to come to it's going to come to Nintendo first. That's going to be part of the deal. But as soon as Bayonetta 3 releases, 6 months later, you're going to see the entire trilogy packaged on Xbox and PlayStation. Because Platinum wants to publish their own games, they want to make deals, they want to experiment on other consoles, right? You see Babylon's Fall as their live service game, which don't think that's going to work. But you see how you see their success with Nier, right? Like they're doing all kinds of interesting things, and I know they love Bayonetta as a character, and I think they want that character to be explored by other people other than just Nintendo, right? Bayonetta 2 was saved by Nintendo because Bayonetta 1 didn't sell well. But the more these stylized action games like Devil May Cry and, Sekiro and some of these other games that are coming out, I think Platinum wants to be there and say, look, we have the OG stylized action character right here in Bayonetta. We want you to play it. So, I don't know. I think that third-party partners thing is coming, some sort of direct, and I think Bayonetta is going to be there, and I think we're going to get some sort of weird Switch Pro trailer announcement, the way that they announced Paper Mario.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen too.
So, that's my hot take.
All right. Well, after that hot take, we have no more news because all the news was in E3. So
it's true.
Thank you, guys. Corey, take it back.
Take it back. All right, so we're going to move into our docked mode. We're going to talk about our favorite things from E3. I put top 3 on here, but I feel like we're going to talk a lot about Zelda theories and maybe a little bit of Metroid and a little bit of other things. But David, before we kind of dive deep into this, you weren't here for our direct recap show. How would you rate Nintendo's direct? How did you enjoy the direct?
If I take my own fan passion out of it, I got to say that it was one of their better directs that they've had in a really long time, and that they probably finished like 1B. Like if Xbox is 1A with what Bethesda and Xbox did, Nintendo was 1B. I probably got to give the nod to Xbox if I'm being neutral. If I let my fan brain back in a little bit, Nintendo killed it. They by far were the winners of E3. But I have a little bit of rage about the Zelda anniversary. That didn't sit well with me.
Your reaction was kind of funny watching it together.
Yeah,
you like acknowledged it, but it didn't sink in, and you're like,
I need time.
Yeah, like you didn't know what to do.
But like objectively, Nintendo did something that they don't often do, which is listen to people, right? Like they put out those surveys about WarioWare, and then they gave people a new Wario game, right? Like people have been asking for a Metroid game. They gave people a Metroid game. They brought back some classic games that fans love, like Super Monkey Ball and what's the strategy game? Advance Wars. Yeah. So, I think Nintendo had a great direct. I do take issue with some of their decisions around the Zelda anniversary, but I think they had a great direct. And if it wasn't that Microsoft and Bethesda had a literal perfect presentation at E3, I think we would be talking about Nintendo being the big winner.
Yeah. I mean, they were so solid. Like, you can't deny that Microsoft did so well that they ended up selling systems, and Sony not being there, like like they just shot themselves in the foot, because now people are looking at Xbox and they're seeing that they're putting so much time and care into it. And on top of like their big exclusives, they also have smaller things that they're putting themselves into. When, I think it was like 6 weeks ago, Sony came out and they said, we're putting a lot of focus into our top IPs, which is that a good look for them? I don't know.
It's funny, just going back to what you said about the consoles, Dan, I'm one of those people. Like I have an aging Xbox One, and I have my Switch, and my Switch is my primary system, and occasionally I'll go on my Xbox. And I've been deciding for some time about what I'm going to do with next generation consoles for stuff not Nintendo. And I've been back and forth with PlayStation versus Xbox. And that presentation put me squarely back in the Xbox camp for that exact reason. Like if I had seen that, but then saw, Sony do a state of play at E3 where they showed off Zero Dawn Horizon and some of their other games, maybe I would have been more in the middle. But like the Game Pass content plus some of these new games plus Halo Infinite, it just made me realize like, okay, I'm going to be back on Team Xbox, when I think about those two. So
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a PlayStation guy. I've never owned an Xbox in my life. And it's funny because now, like, after that presentation, I'm looking at Game Pass and I'm looking at, so like them taking Bethesda as well. We were talking about Elder Scrolls beforehand, and then we also have the Indiana Jones game. I'm kind of leaning towards Xbox now, which is just crazy. I never thought I would do that in my life.
I've heard that anecdote from a couple people, like never owned an Xbox, right? Or they haven't owned one since 360 or the original. But just the value of Game Pass plus all of the studios and everything they're working on, right? It's just like, they're like, maybe I'll get an Xbox, or maybe I'll get a Series S in Game Pass, and that'll be my Xbox. And
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a Series S, and it's great. I recommend it to anybody who wants to play Xbox. It's awesome.
Yeah. You can just find me one, Corey.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I mean, Nintendo had a great presentation, though. Seeing like 3 franchises completely revived, that was awesome to see. Mm-hmm. And they also had some like really cool games that nobody's really talking about, like Astria Ascending looks so good to me. Like the artwork looks fantastic, and I'm a JRPG guy, so I love the turn-based system.
You forgot the most important game, Dan, in Cruise and Blast.
Yeah, I guess I forgot that one.
That's all right. Everybody did except for me, apparently. So,
did you guys think that this Mario Party was unnecessary? Because I've been hearing that reaction a lot, and I'm not a big Mario Party person, but I thought that it was really awesome that they came out with another Mario Party, but I've been hearing mixed reactions on that.
Of course, it's unnecessary. It's Mario Party, but it's going to sell 15 million units and, make Nintendo lots of money. So why not? And
I'm going to buy one.
Here's the thing, though. This Mario Party is different, I feel like, because it's basically like a N64 All-Stars version, where they're taking 5 maps from the N64 games, which is the best era of Mario Party. There's over 100 different mini games throughout the series in this, and they're adding more playable characters, which is good, and they're adding a lot of quality of life improvements, online play, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's unnecessary, but also if they're going to do this, they've picked the right version of the game to do. So. I just think it's a little weird that they just added online play to Super Mario Party, and then 6 months later they're putting on a new Mario Party.
Oh, it's a beta test.
It totally is a beta.
Yeah, that was a total beta test.
They should have just. What they should do is just, if you have Super Mario Party, this should be a DLC pack for Super Mario Party. If you don't own Super Mario Party, you can buy this separately.
That would just make too much sense.
I know. Sorry, guys.
Or I don't know. And on top of that, it's all button games. Whatever. I would have been happy if they just gave Super Mario Party a DLC with 4 more boards and 100 mini games, whatever. 70 mini games.
Talk about game as a service. They have 2 games that would be perfect for DLC packs or battle pass type thing. Mario Party is one of them. Every 3 months, give me a DLC pack with 2 new boards, 3 new boards, whatever, a couple mini games, a couple playable characters. And then, so they're already doing it with the mobile version. Mario Kart. Where's the battle passes for Mario Kart? Give me new costumes for these characters. Give me new tracks. Give me new events. Oh. Sorry, this is going off on a tangent. I'm very sad now. Because all I want more than anything is more Mario Kart, and we're not getting it because Mario Kart 8 sells too well. Stop buying Mario Kart 8, everyone. Stop it. Okay,
well, I did just want to say too, the Mario Party, it was necessary though, because anybody who has and is playing it, they need something new. It's the only game I can get my fiance to play with me, and we're so sick of it. It's you play that game 4 times and you're sick of it. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to get a new Mario Party.
Yeah. I try to get my wife to play Mario Party, and she hates it. She hates it. The only game she'll play with me again is Mario Kart. And the fact that we've been playing the same Mario Kart for 8 years, she's just bored now. And I'm like, Mario Kart 8 is the best Mario Kart ever made. And I'm bored. Give me more Mario Kart.
Agreed.
There's 85 million Switches out there, so we only need to sell 45 million more units of Mario Kart, everybody, until we get Mario Kart 9, because that way everybody will already have it.
Well, Mario Tennis Aces has the coolest online system where you play tournaments and stuff, and you earn costumes and new characters and new courts. If they did that with Mario Kart 8, that would be awesome.
We're just making too much sense here. Treehouse needs new employees, right? We all volunteer to work at Treehouse. We'll just crash at David's until we find our own place to live.
At Doug Bowser, if you're listening, we have some ideas.
Yeah. Doug. Can I call you Dougie? We're friends, right? We have ideas. You can have that one for free. First one's free. That's how they get you. Don't do drugs, kids. It's bad news. So what were our favorite things from E3? I think Breath of the Wild is clearly something we're going to talk about, but kind of want to save that for last because I feel like that's going to be the deepest conversation. A couple games you guys were excited for. Mario Rabbids I know is a huge one. Mario Rabbids.
So excited.
I'm so excited. Did you see the fan theories going around for that, Dan?
No, I haven't.
How
What's going on?
To like Rosalina, like secretly Rosalina is the bad guy of this game, the villain.
Oh, I did read about that one, and I'm all in. I would love that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird fan theory that's going around because apparently the real villain is like mind control, can do mind control or whatever, and she's kind of like puppet Peach from Twilight Princess.
Ooh,
yeah. So that was a fan theory going around.
did you? So, like the gameplay had a little bit of a change in the battle system where it didn't look like it was grid based and it looked like it was kind of free roaming.
Yeah, I noticed that, but they did say it was still grid based. So I don't know. I liked the linearness of the first game. I kind of feel like they said this is kind of open hubs a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm not going to complain. We're getting a sequel. Hold judgment until it comes out.
I mean, how they can't ruin the game, right? Like they had such a good battle system in the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe slight tweaks here and there, but oh man, it was so good.
I mean, Mario's dual wielding now, so.
Oh, I love that. Oh, if you can do 2 weapons.
Yeah, that would be cool if you could like mix and match weapons and create different combos.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's going to be like different environmental things. Like since it'll be in space, I wonder if you can jump higher or you need a helmet on to roam on the ground. Now we're getting crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just so excited for this game.
Yeah. Me too. David, anything other than Zelda that you're excited for?
Yeah, I mean, I have lots to say about the Zelda stuff, but as somebody who has never been able to get into the Metroid games, I've already pre-ordered Metroid Dread, and I'm pretty excited for that. That trailer totally hooked me. One of the things that I really liked about the trailer, and as Dan mentioned earlier, I know it's not official gameplay footage, but I really like how they had the 3D trailers mixed with the 2D play. Mm-hmm. And it got me just thinking about all the opportunities that Nintendo has to redo side-scrolling games like that. Like, could you imagine if they redid Zelda 2 the way they're doing this Metroid game? Like, I mean, just to have like full 3D videos with a fully re-enhanced and actually playable Zelda 2. Like, sorry, I got back to Zelda here, but I'm really excited about Metroid. So that's one that really got me interested. I'm kind of curious about Wario. The only thing I've ever even played is the Smash Brothers level for it, but I'm kind of curious. Like, it just seems kind of fun. So
yeah. Oh, the WarioWare game, the new WarioWare game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so that one's got me interested, and then Dan's slowly turning me into somebody that will play JRPGs. So there's a few of those that were shown that I'm kind of curious about, and the Shin Megami Tensei 5 kind of got me curious watching the gameplay a little bit.
So good.
I could feel Dan's drool dripping from his mouth during that gameplay.
It was so good, and watching it on the Treehouse made it even like that much better.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good presentation at Treehouse.
Yeah, because I feel like that trailer, like when you get into a JRPG, I feel like a trailer doesn't usually do it justice. Like a game I'm really excited for is Tales of Arise, which is coming to Xbox and PlayStation. And like that trailer didn't do that game justice, but if you watch the gameplay stuff that they've shown off, it's an awesome looking action RPG. Whereas Shin Megami Tensei, like that trailer, I was like, man, this sure looks like Tokyo Mirage Sessions without the Fire Emblem in it. And but then when you watch the Treehouse, you're like, okay, I get it. This is here we go, JRPG. Although the battle system does look a lot like Tokyo Mirage Sessions. So, but yeah, Shin Megami Tensei looks good. I will probably check that out as well. What were you saying, Dan? Sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm pretty hyped for that, and like I I like how there's so much with like JRPGs and strategy RPGs, and bringing back Advance Wars. I'm like really excited about as well. I don't know if you guys played that at all, but it's a super fun strategy RPG. And it's on these like little board game grids.
Yeah, it's cool. Like you said, when they zoomed out, like they're playing on a board, like a board game board. And it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a really fun game, and like the text is pretty funny in it too. Like it's really good. Anybody who likes like a strategy RPG, Fire Emblem, Mario Rabbids, give that a shot.
Yeah. Way Forward is doing the remakes, which is exciting.
Yeah, that's right. Intelligent System just gave up on it, so I think that's why we're now getting this.
Yeah. Well, apparently they gave up on Fire Emblem too, and they just made Paper Mario. So, because I think Koei Tecmo developed most of Three Houses, which explains why there's a lot of anime stuff going on in there. But so yeah, I mean, Metroid is for me it looks like a great one. I'm kind of excited for Cruisin' Blast, even though it looks terrible. Like I really loved Cruisin' USA on the N64, and I don't know what it is about this game. I will play it. I want to drive a unicorn through prehistoric whatever. Like it just looks crazy. It looks stupid. So. I liked that. I will probably play Mario Party because it's Mario Party and I want to play it because I'm the only person that plays Mario Party by themselves, apparently.
Definitely.
Yeah. I did get the Hyrule Warriors DLC. I'm going to be playing that in the next couple days as well. I want to finish it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. I liked what I played. I played the first 3 hours and then I just stopped for some unknown reason. So I'll be playing that, and then of course Breath of the Wild 2 was shown. It looks great. I know we only got like a minute worth of footage, but man, there's so many intentional shots in there. What do they mean, David? What do they mean? There's so many Skyward Sword references in there. There's some Ocarina in there.
We got to be on the same page about this, right? That they intentionally release Skyward Sword HD at this moment in time because the second game's going to connect in some way.
Yeah.
I mean, those shots were too coincidental, right?
Yeah, like Link jumping in the sky, out of the sky, right? And then Zelda falling into the pit, right? These are very clear Skyward Sword references. And then, of course, the Sky Islands, which I'm assuming is their version of Skyloft, right? Like, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Man. Ugh.
Twitter's been fun with all the fan theories last week. It's been great. I'm so excited for that game, but I also am in the camp where I don't want to rush Nintendo. Like I want them to release it when it's ready. I mean, don't go Metroid Prime on us, but you know, make it ready.
Yes, please don't start over development, please. Yeah, I'm really interested to see, like, because I think we're getting the same Hyrule, just altered because obviously the castle lifted and probably caused some earthquakes across the land, and some things will be the same and some will be different. Obviously, we have the sky world. Do you think we're going underground at all?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, that original trailer that we got 2 years ago suggested that. And, you know, if they're going to keep the same overworld, where else do you go to make it fresh? Well, you go to the sky, you go below ground, and you go in the water. And we'll probably get all three of those.
Yeah. You think that's where we'll get the dungeons, is underground and in the water? Like, gosh, we're going to get a water temple.
A water temple.
Oh, no.
No. I'm excited for the thought that dungeons are coming back, though. I have theories on dungeons. So
I just has have they said anything or shown any reason for us to think that there are dungeons coming back?
No.
There's some large buildings in the trailer that, again, could be nothing. I mean, there's a whole coliseum in Breath of the Wild that would be ideal for a dungeon that wasn't a dungeon. But in the Sky Islands, there's some buildings that people have isolated in the clips that look pretty dungeon-esque.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my theory on dungeons coming back, right? The whole thing with Breath of the Wild that people either loved or hated was the breakable weapons, right?
Loved.
I loved it.
My theory is, like, dungeons are going to give you that Master Sword version of, like, the boomerang or the claymore or, the spear or whatever. Like, they're going to give you unbreakable weapons, right? I feel like that's going to be the purpose of the dungeons.
No, I think it's a great solution.
I think they would do tools in the dungeons, right? Like a hook shot that will help you climb in between mountains and stuff, but not like actual fighting weapons. Like with breakable weapons, you have to go all in or you don't. Like there's no way you can kind of half-ass it on both fronts. Like if you give weapons that all of a sudden can't break, then there's no point in ever getting or ever farming weapons in the field again. Like that just kills the purpose, right?
Well, I think that's the incentive, right? Like you can go straight to Ganon in Breath of the Wild, right, with a stick and a rusted sword or whatever, right? But your incentive is to go find the better weapons, the good weapons, the Master Sword, whatever. I feel like you could totally beat Breath of the Wild 2 without ever doing a dungeon, right? You go in with the breakable weapons, that kind of thing, but the incentive to do the dungeons is to get those weapons. And I don't know. I still think like the white sword is going to be in this game somewhere. Like that's going to be the Master Sword of this game, right? Because I'm assuming you're going to start with the Master Sword or something, or it's going to break or something.
Yeah, it disappears from the second trailer.
Yeah,
I think that I think you're right, and I think we could not have the Master Sword in this game, or at least a good portion of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
Or you stick it back in the
ground.
Yeah, and it just takes you back in time.
Well, I like the idea of getting more permanent weapons or the ability to fix weapons or something in the dungeons. I think that's a nice compromise, and I could actually see a mixture of tools and weapons because the original Legend of Zelda had that. You got tools, but you also got the fire rod or things like that were, honestly, the fire rod was the best weapon in that game. And, if Breath of the Wild was a callback to some of the freedom that came with the first game, I could totally see them taking that approach with this follow-up.
Mm-hmm. Did they give a time frame of how long this takes place after the first game?
Mm-mm.
They didn't.
No.
Because I was wondering.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I wonder if like some civilization has kind of rebuilt itself a little bit. Like you don't just have the 4 main areas, right? Maybe there's a small town out in the middle of nowhere that you can go in. I mean, yeah, there's that in Breath of the Wild, but I feel like there's a chance for there to be more expansion. Like maybe there's a hut with somebody that's going to give you a quest to go find the fire rod or one of the rings or something. Like I don't know. I have all these weird theories. I also had this weird theory about crafting. Like, yeah, weapons are breakable, but you could craft them to be stronger or more durable or whatever too.
Well, Age of Calamity does that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on board with that because, like, here's why I don't think permanent weapons will ever exist in Breath of the Wild. Just because the main focus of Breath of the Wild isn't Ganon. It isn't going and beating Ganon. It's exploring. Mm-hmm. It's finding every inch of the land, like. And you don't do that with permanent weapons because your weapons break and you're out finding another weapon. You're finding another camp to intrude. So if you can farm items and like craft weapons or get your weapons stronger, I think that's something that would happen because that involves the exploration. But like just going into a dungeon and getting a permanent spear, I don't think that'll happen just because that takes away the exploration aspect, and that's what it seems like the developers wanted out of Breath of the Wild was for you to go around lighting every bush on fire and you know what I mean, throwing bombs everywhere. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah, I just, that was like the one thing I was like, I would always get these, like, I mean, I still knew where to go get the sword if I needed it, right? Like the royal swords were kind of like my go-to in that game. I hope we get those sweet Guardian nunchucks from Age of Calamity.
Oh my god, those are awesome.
Do we think Zelda's going to be playable at some point?
No.
God, I thought so right up until the moment they show her falling down that pit, and then it's like, I don't know. So here's my thing. I think that the other playable character is probably going to be Link from 10,000 years ago. I know that's a popular theory going around, but when I saw his costume and everything else when he's initially falling, I don't think that's the same Link that we see carrying around the Master Sword. And so if they're already having some other kind of playable character, I don't see them also including Zelda.
Man, that debunks my theory that Zelda was going to be in your party. And to solve shrine puzzles, you're going to have to switch between Link and Zelda and do different things.
Which should be great. I mean, that would be great. I want them to do that. Now that trailer, I mean, who knows? The trailer could be completely throwing us for a loop, but...
Yeah.
I mean, the trailer showed us nothing.
That's not true. It showed
barely anything.
It showed Link swimming through a rock. So...
That was awesome.
I know. It was so cool.
It was so great.
So when he freezes those 3 or 4 big spiky ball things, do we think that's just an improvement on the stasis ability, or do we think that's a new ability?
It seems like whatever is going on with his hand has the same powers that the Sheikah Slate has. So,
yeah.
But also, stasis in some ways deals with time, and it almost seems like he could have been reversing time with the spike balls there. So I do wonder about that a little bit. He certainly doesn't have the Sheikah Slate on him anywhere in the previews, and he doesn't have the Master Sword either, for that matter. So
yeah, I'm
curious about that.
How many times have you guys watched the trailer?
About 75 times. It's going to be so good. I can't wait. I
do got to say that we got to, like, Princess Mononoke, which was one of the first animes I ever watched because of the Zelda connection. It seems like Nintendo is now not even hiding that they're drawing inspiration from that. I know, Dan, you don't watch anime. Have you guys, Corey, have you seen that at all? It's worth watching. It's an older movie now. I think it's like 90 minutes, but the premise is, and forgive me those of you who are listening who know it better. I've only seen it once, but there's this demon pig, this demon boar, who is infecting, almost like Malice, the natural world, and the hero gets the infection from this demon pig who is called the Demon King, just like literally Ganon's name. It infects his arm, and so his arm becomes evil, and he has to go on this quest to sort of find the cure for himself and for the land, which is like, and everything, like writing, the animals, the world, the art style is just like Breath of the Wild is taken straight from that. And people already thought this with the first game, but now with the whole arm thing, it's like Nintendo's not even...
They're not even hiding it.
Yeah.
So that kind of... So do you think that Ganon is going to be the enemy in this, or is it going to be a different enemy?
Isn't the theory that Demise is going to be back? That's the theory?
I am sympathetic to that. I wonder about that. Other people are looking at the symbol that's on Link's wooden shield there, and it's the same symbol from Vaati that the wizard from the Four Swords has, and the 4 little marks. If you look at the cover art for Four Swords, it has Vaati's eye and then the 4 links in exactly the same position as the shield. But honestly, Nintendo could just be messing with us. I mean, the first Breath of the Wild is full of Zelda mythology that doesn't actually have any effect on the gameplay. For example, the Twilight Mirror is along the beach. There's nothing really pertinent about Twilight Princess in the game, right? You have the Breach of Demise in, just to the west of Hyrule Field. That's a reference to Skyward Sword, but Skyward Sword, at least in the first game, doesn't actually really matter, right? So it's like, just because this stuff shows up in the trailer, it doesn't really mean anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's I can't believe I'm going to say this. Brace yourself, David.
Oh, God.
So, Age of Calamity might be canon, and Demise is post. Oh, spoilers, everybody. And it could be post Age of Calamity.
Oh man, that would be a trip.
That just hurt my soul saying that. So please excuse me for a moment. But that might be it. Like, it could be a separate timeline in the Breath of the Wild.
No more separate timelines. No more.
Could you imagine the meltdown, the collective meltdown if people found out?
I lost a little piece of my soul just saying that, and it was a theory.
Oh my God, I love that, Dan. You just gave me so much hope. I can't even tell you. That didn't even cross my mind, but now I'm going to be mad if it's not that.
Well, I am really hoping that doesn't happen, because I just want to stay in the camp that Age of Calamity is fan fiction. So
it's not. It's real.
It is. It's fan fiction.
Hey, in the trailer at E3, when Eiji Aonuma came out, he specifically said, see more of what happened 100 years ago. He did not say this fan fiction that Dan talks about.
I mean, going back to Age of Calamity, how cool was it that Zelda's riding the motorcycle now?
Oh, it's awesome.
It was so cool.
I love it.
Like, I was like,
and it's perfect.
I know it is
for Warriors.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, that's cool. The motorcycle's back, and then they just, like, Zelda's riding. I'm like, oh man, that's cool.
Warriors always has that kind of a little bit goofy, like, like you ride the spinner in the first Hyrule Warriors, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's just, to me, it's like totally over the top, and I love it. Yeah. Like that she has the Master Cycle.
It's awesome. It's so cool. Any other theories about Breath of the Wild 2 before we kind of wrap it up and go into playing with power? I mean, besides another full podcast worth of theories.
I'll give a theory, but it's not about the plot. I think we're not getting it till the end of 2022, which hurts me a little bit. But the one thing I definitely, like, the impression I took away from seeing them talk about it is that it's nowhere close to being done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we would have seen more if it was closer. Plus, like, that lines up a killer year for next year, though, right? Because you have Splatoon 3, you have Pokemon, you have Breath of the Wild 2, probably Bayonetta 3 next year, probably maybe a Metroid Prime collection next year.
Splatoon 3. Kart.
Yeah. No, don't give me hope, David. Stop it. All right, that was our docked mode. We're gonna move into playing with power. Do I have to say it some special way? Playing with power. Is that?
You need a little more high pitch.
I can't do the Ed. Okay, I'm sorry. I tried. I did my best.
Quick shout out to Shane, though. He's in our chat, and he said he thinks Ganondorf will try to help Link defeat Demise.
Oh, I would love that. Because if it's the end of the timeline, there's nothing stopping Nintendo from finally breaking the curse. They can always make games back in other spots of the timeline. So I love that idea.
I love the idea that Ganondorf is helping, like, maybe he's a quest giver or something in Breath of the Wild, and then, like, you defeating the entity, whether it's Demise or Ganon or whatever, Ganondorf, like, he has purposes where he wants to absorb the power, and he needs Link's help to kill him.
Help me out here. Awesome. Explain the difference between Ganon and Ganondorf.
So Ganondorf is the man, Ganon is the demon pig form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ganon gets reincarnated each game cycle as part of the curse from Demise.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Now I feel
I'm
like
not up to date on my Zelda.
I need to finish Skyward Sword to just catch up on the lore. God, I'm gonna have to do like a full playthrough run. We should do that. Leading up to Breath of the Wild, we should, as a unit, play through all of the Zelda games on stream.
Well, we're all going to play Skyward Sword, so that's a great start.
It's fair. We could do that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not waving my Joy-Cons around, though. I'm playing with the right stick as intended. All right, we're going to move into playing with power. David, what are you playing?
So I've been grinding on Xenoblade Chronicles. I think I'm pretty close to the final boss, or at least approaching. And so I got to level up on that. So I've been playing a lot of that. I'm enjoying the new season of Fortnite. That's kind of the main game that I play with my kids. Lots of Fortnite together. And then, of course, the Age of Calamity DLC. And I'm still working my way through Triforce Heroes, which I still love with no apologies. So...
So what exactly is in the Age of Calamity DLC? I haven't paid attention because I gave away my copy.
Yeah. Oh, God. All right. Ignoring that for a minute. There's 2 waves. So wave 1 is 2 new weapons, which are just kind of out of the box and over-the-top weapons. And then
Guardian Nunchucks.
Yeah, Guardian Nunchucks in the Master Cycle. But then there's this technology lab that basically allows you to power up a lot of the stuff from before to new levels. So you can increase weapon efficiency. The different runes can be more powerful. But they also introduce some new enemies that are a lot harder at variants. Like they have some that have mega health, or you can't get their shields broken, or they're just incredibly deadly. And then they actually released a new challenge mode. So instead of being hard, very hard, it's apocalyptic, which is just like out of this world hard.
Are you playing it?
I'm trying to do the DLC first before going to apocalyptic because I'll just never get through it.
Because you played the original game on like the hardest mode. Yeah,
very hard.
Whoa.
Yeah. And that was, I mean, it got absurd towards the end. So, and then Wave 2, which comes out in November, is going to be story-based, and Nintendo hasn't said a lot about that yet, but we'll probably get some new playable characters. And you apparently get to play a Guardian, and they did release that. I haven't unlocked that yet. But we'll get more content, and I'm crossing my fingers that we'll get Aster's backstory in the fall. So,
and he's the only character that's not playable, right?
Him and Suga, if you don't want to hear spoilers, you can come back in 20 seconds. But there was a data mine a few months back that found voice files for when they're playing in the game for both Suga and Aster. So very likely we'll get those in the fall.
Interesting.
Cool. Nice. Dan, what are you playing? What RPG are you playing?
Well, good thing you asked, because I am playing Crosscode. Crosscode is an awesome game. I had started it like a year ago, and then I just got totally sidetracked with different games and ended up putting it down. And I've kind of been through a little bit of a lull with games and just wanted something that was going to catch my attention. So I started Crosscode again, and like I'm obsessed with this game. It is so good. Like beating those dungeons is so rewarding. Like you get such satisfaction out of it. I love the battles. I love like upgrading it, and the story's pretty fun too. So Crosscode is just like such a solid game. I recommend it to anybody who likes JRPGs or like top-down Zelda games.
Yeah. It kind of has almost has like a Chrono Trigger vibe to it almost. Or like a
It does. Like
Secret
the
of Mana
art style.
Yeah.
The art style reminds me of Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
And it's like it mixes this like 2D Zelda with JRPG somehow, and it works.
It's so good. I love Crosscode. I played it on Switch, and then it came to Game Pass, and I played it on my TV, and I'm like, I gotta go back to this on Switch because it belongs in handheld mode. It's like one of those. It's a perfect handheld mode game almost.
Funny thing is, I haven't played it in handheld mode ever. I just keep playing it on the TV.
That's
because
fine too.
my Switch in handheld mode is really just like really trying to die.
Yeah. That's why the Switch Lite exists, everybody.
So I've been playing that, and I've been getting back into Smash Brothers. I've been playing a lot of it, and I'm just having so much fun. I haven't enjoyed Smash Brothers this much, and I don't know why I'm enjoying it any more than I ever have. But
Dan, we got to play more.
Yeah, we really do, because it's a blast, and I'm trying a lot of different characters. I'm actually just going into arenas and doing random and playing with like everybody. So it's just been super fun. And yes, David, let's play Smash. If anybody else ever wants to play Smash, we'll pop the question in community gaming in our Discord. Nice drop there. And Picross. I'm always playing Picross. So
sounds like Picross is Tetris for you. Like I'm always playing Tetris before I go to bed. I will always play like 1 or 2 rounds of Tetris for some reason, and then I can't sleep
because I'm like stress you out.
It does.
Yeah, that one like gives me anxiety. Like Picross is just doing a little puzzle, filling in blocks.
Yeah, I love Tetris, but. Yeah, for me, I'm still chipping away at trying to 100% Mario 3D World. I've now 100%ed 4 worlds, so I'm doing that.
Champions Road is ridiculous.
I know. I'm trying to do the 100% of the regular worlds before I even move into there. I probably won't 100% Champions Road. I will probably just try to fly through the levels and beat them, right? But still, it's challenging. 100%ing the levels is a lot harder than people might think, especially once you get deeper into the game. It's just like, man,
Yeah. Once you get to like the Fire Flower, Star, and Mushroom World, it gets tough. There's a difficulty spike in that game.
Yeah.
I love that game.
I've also been playing some Axiom Verge. It re-inspired me to download that game, the Metroid Dread trailer. So I've been playing that. I love that game. If you like the original Metroid at all, I highly recommend it. It's only about 5 or 6 hours long, but it's really fun. Cool weapons, cool art style, that kind of thing. So, oh no, we lost David.
Oh no.
There he is. He's back.
Sorry.
He's back. It's okay. But last, my nephews were over, and the only games they want to play are 1-2 Switch and ARMS, which is like...
I saw your tweet about that.
Yeah.
Nintendo's doing something right.
Yeah, I was like, man,
we're obviously wrong.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, man, we're doing something wrong, or we just have no idea what we're talking about, because these kids will not shut up about 1-2 Switch. Like, they're just like, can we play 1-2 Switch? I'm like, fine. So, but that's it. And I think that's going to do it for this episode of Nintendo Pow Block. Thank you, everybody, for watching and or listening. You can catch us live here on Monday nights on Boss Rush Games Live on Twitch. You can catch the show on Wednesday mornings on your podcast service of choice and YouTube. Remember to like, subscribe, share, rate, and review wherever you find the show. Follow us on Twitter at Pow Block Podcast. You can join our Discord, our Facebook group. Dan, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DCDM99, and you can find all my articles on www.bossrushgames.com.
David?
You can find me at David Lasby on Twitter. Of course, my articles at bossrushgames.com, and check out my new article on diversity in the Zelda series at zeldadungeon.net.
Nice. You can find me at I am Corey HD on Twitter. You can find me hosting the Boss Rush podcast every Sunday night. You can find me writing sometimes. I'm trying to write more on the website, so you can check that out. Check out our family of shows. Check out Boss Rush Entertainment. Check out our family of gaming podcasts. Check out our 1v1 interviews that Celeste is killing it at. And just, have a good time. Play games. Be better. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Do I have to do the wahoo? Is that how we end?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wahoo! That's either going to be really happy or really sad.